Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here. This is the non-history portion of the program, and we are continuing on playing as the Nation of Isengard in the Lord of the Rings mod for Hearts of Iron 4. I believe this is episode 4, and we have just completed the conquest of Rivendell up here in the north in the last episode. If you are new to this series and have not seen the previous episodes, the link is in the description below to take you back to episode 1. Up until this point, I have not really jumped in and out as I typically do for a Hearts of Iron game. I may be doing that with this one just because now that we're getting a little further along, things may not happen quite as fast, but I'm not sure yet if I'll do that because it's still simming pretty quickly. So alarming news reaches the military high command about a number of units in our army refusing orders from superior officers. So mutinies are a part of the game when you're playing on the bad guy side, so to speak. I've got plenty of political power, so I can afford to spend it to try and quell this mutiny. In the meantime, I'm not going to immediately go after further expansion just because I'm out of manpower and I desperately need to refill my divisions. So just looking at some of the divisions, it looks like most of them are at about 78% to 90% strength, some down as low as 54. So definitely need to get them built back up. I'm not currently recruiting any new divisions because I just want to get those other ones built back up. I don't need too much as far as equipment goes to get built back up. It's just the manpower. So once we get our strength back up a little bit, we'll think about where to expand next. I am technically still at war with Lindon. But they are way over here and really not a threat to me at the moment. They're way over on the coast and I can't really get at them. They may try to land at some point, but I've got a force defending there. So let's just take a look at where we want to. We're going to go mechanized and then slowly start the process of replacing our regular infantry units with mechanized infantry instead. Let's take a look here. We've got just skirmishers right now. Oh wow, field ballista, archers, crossbow marksmen. There's a lot of great options here. I'm not exactly sure what the mechanized are and the motorized are. Let's take a look. So the motorized are right here. They're actually a separate thing. We're going to wait until we get mechanized and then we'll use those. There's no point in replacing infantry with motorized just to update it again. Alright, so what's happening here? I believe we have a naval invasion coming. Alright, so it's coming over here actually. So we're going to go ahead and send... That's the same place he keeps landing, because you know why? Because this is the only place with a naval base, a port for him to be able to get his supplies in. So that's pretty much probably where he's going to constantly try to land. But it seems like I'm able to take him out okay. Alright, mutinies in the army again. We're just going to keep spending our political points to keep that down. A little short on oil. We've got a resistance to occupation. We've got medium tanks. A lot happening. Let's get our medium tanks up to 2. Let's take a look at where the resistance is. It's up here in the north. So what we're going to do is we're going to send an army to occupy that area and to deal with that. How do we separate them? All units from this army will come unassigned. No, that's not what we want to do. We actually just want to put them outside of that force. There we go. Let's give them a general. And then we're going to assign them as a garrison for the area that's giving me issues. I think we'll actually kind of get this whole area here. The only thing we're worried about is suppressing resistance. And we'll keep one eye on the naval invasion, though it doesn't look like anything's happening right now. Alright, good. So yeah, we're still at war. Nothing happening with that right now, so I'm not too worried about that. I think Gondor is obviously probably my next big threat that I want to go after. But I don't think we're at the place where we want to worry about that just yet. What events do we have available to us here? Anything worth doing? Region-wide industrial integration? Nah, I don't think so. I really would like to get that stability up. But as long as I'm at war, that's not going to happen. I wonder if they'd be willing to have a negotiated peace. And it doesn't look like it. We have to be losing, I suppose. Alright, it's December 7th, 1941. Obviously, there's no Pearl Harbor this time around. We're just going to keep working on air research right now, I guess. Still no manpower. There's crude steel swords. We can now upgrade our infantry equipment. We're on crude steel swords. We've got 35,000 men that need upgraded with those. Let me take a look for just a second. I'm curious how you people in your naval invasion that'll never be successful. I'm curious about where my manpower is at. Okay, I'm up to 372. So we're slowly getting there. I wonder what we need to be fully reinforced. We still need about 50,000 more in manpower to be completely reinforced, but that'll happen. What are we fighting for? Good speech. Hey, gain stability base 5%. That gets me almost up to 50% now in stability. That's nice. I still got most of my army just kind of sitting here. Let's look at construction for a minute. We do have infrastructure pretty much maxed out everywhere. So that helps with the supply issues that we may otherwise deal with. I don't even know what horn is. Oh, that's up here. That's weapons and equipment. So that's cool. We should be getting close on that. Mountain infantry might come in handy, but I'm going to look elsewhere for a little bit. Let's look at air power. We definitely need to upgrade our fighters and our close air support. I want to keep that as close to maxed out technology as I can. Up to 395,000 men in the army now, so we're getting there. Alright, let's throw these guys on the border with, who is this? The remnant of Cardolan. I don't really know much about them, what their story is. Let's see who they are. So they're a race of men, it appears. No faction, non-aligned. Let's improve relations with them, see what happens. So he hasn't been able, I don't know why he keeps trying, because I've only got 2 divisions sitting there, and they're still not able to do anything. Alright, we got, let's go armor innovations. Up over, oh, 410,000 in the field now. That's nice. Come on, man, give it up. So we've still got a lot of repairs to do for our infrastructure because of the sabotage, it appears. Still happening in Rivendell. Okay, we got to get some more. Let me pause for a second here. I need to spread their garrison area out to include all of the captured territories north of this river. There's mechanized. Okay, perfect. We'll go ahead and start working on mechanized too, but in the meantime, I'm going to start... Oh, we're maxed out on all this stuff right now. Let's start dealing with upgrading everyone's crude steel swords. But then we're going to start producing mechanized equipment. So we'll slow this down. And we'll do some of this because what we're going to do here is we're going to upgrade our infantry divisions to add mechanized infantry. We'll start with that, and we'll eventually change them all over to mechanized. Actually, I probably should have put those in the mobile battalions first. What am I talking about? Armored battalions first. But now we are way different on trade. Don't need all the oil that I needed before, but I do need rubber. There we go. $419,000 in the army now. So we're starting to get it built back up. I think we probably still need another 30,000 or so. Yeah, about 30,000, but then of course we also need all the mechanized units as well. All right, good. Things are stabilizing. Let's see what's happening over here with Mordor. Oh yeah, they took all that and puppeted ruin. That's right. Here's medium tank 2s, which I don't think we actually have any medium tanks in the field yet, so that's not even really a concern. Advanced computing machine. Let's get that research time bonus, and then we're probably gonna go next to research rocket engines, because we've got a 50% bonus even though we're ahead of schedule. We'll still do it. Man, I wish I could get at these guys and take them out now. I wonder if I could go through here. No. Only way that's going to happen is if I actually go to war with somebody. I mean, we could probably take these guys on. Let's see how long it would take to justify a war goal. Only 50 days. Wow. Okay, so maybe that's worth it once we're fully refreshed. Let's go steel sword. So once I get my army kind of taken care of and maxed out again, and then we start to build up a little bit of a reserve of manpower, we can think about that. I want to look at logistics. Oh wait, here we go. Let's look at the armored divisions, because they do have infantry in them. But we're going to replace them with mechanized. That's really what I should have done first before I did it for the infantry units. Another failed invasion happening. Alright, we've actually got some manpower now. I think we're maxed out. This means I can go ahead and build up my new air wings. I need some air bases down in here, though. So let's look at construction. We've got a lot that we're still working on. But we're going to start building an air base here. We're going to make that the priority. Make sure everybody's got actual assignments. They do. Okay. Alright, last thing I want to check here is where we are in reinforcements. Alright, manpower is actually not quite there. We're still about 6,000 short. Mechanized, we still need 7,900. Alright, I think we're good on manpower. Oh, every time I fight off a naval invasion, I lose men, so that's part of it. Their actually average strength down there is only 66%. Alright, there. Now we're starting to build up some manpower. We've got 9,000 available to me. We've got new fighters available. We're actually going to go all the way to Fighter 3, and once I do that, then I'll use my air experience to upgrade those. No point in putting it into fighters I'm not going to actually keep. we're getting our steel swords upgraded, so we're going to have a much more technologically sound army the next time around when we go to war, which I think is about to happen here. Let's go ahead and issue some attack orders. We're just going to push all the way through. There's nuclear reactor. Excellent news. Alright, we're going to do rocket engines. Now, can we build a nuclear reactor? Indeed we can. Where are we going to put it? Not really too many options. Endway seems... we're going to go Dunlin just because it's in the center of my kingdom, and therefore not as easily conquered. Fighting them off again. Alright, let's take a look at air power. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and do our justification here. And we're going to take a look at our air power one more time. Get some close air support going. Let's lower this to 100. That way we've got a few planes available to us. Start giving out those assignments. Unfortunately, until okay, I do have my air bases built now. Excellent. Saruman questions the motives of the remnant of Cardolan. Yes, sir, we do. Okay, I think we're just about there. We need interwar bombers. Nothing real great there. So we'll just have 50 of those. All right, this will happen pretty fast. And actually, that'll get us on the... Oh, perfect, because what this will do is this will actually open up a border for me to be able to attack the other country I'm at war with. We can upgrade to Mechanized 2. Make sure there's nothing else I can be spending my points on. Aircraft designer. Alright, light aircraft. Let's get some military high command. Division attrition. Artillery attack. Perfect. Division attrition. Reduction. And ace generation chance. Perfect. Alright, we're ready to go. Ready to roll. Got 37,000 available in my manpower, so I've got a little bit of reinforcements available. I've got 463,000 in the field. All of my divisions should be maxed out. I'm not going to build new ones just because I want those reinforcements available to me. Make sure we're still throwing off these naval invasions. We are. All right, now we just wait. Oh, we get another upgrade to infantry equipment. No sooner had we upgraded the first time than we're upgrading again. We don't need naval strike. Ground support. There we go. Alright, we should be coming up on this September 5th. Alright. Alright, we're going to pause real quick here. Before I do this, I just want to kind of look over everything, make sure I save my game just in case there's any crashes, and we'll dive into this war. Alright, so here's the deal. As I look at declaring war, we've actually got a problem. They are guaranteed by Gondor and Erebor, which means declaring war is likely to create a kind of a world war situation that I'm not entirely sure I'm prepared to deal with yet. But here's what we're going to do. Just in an abundance of caution, we're going to send this garrison army here down on the border with Actually, no, not there. I want to send them to the border with Gondor, which is a pretty long one, and it's a lot more ground than I can really cover effectively. But we're mainly just going to be doing defense. Yeah, we've got resistance, occupation, and Rivendell. We're just going to have to deal with that for now. On top of that, then, I think I am going to have to at least get a couple of armored divisions going. So I've got some additional units to maximize my flexibility on some things. I feel like I still need, I don't know, these guys bother me here in Moria. Because they're a puppet of Erebor, which means if Erebor declares on me, then I'm definitely going to be dealing with more than just a couple countries. So, alright, so here we go. Let's do this. Let's take, we're going to have to pull one of the armies off of the invasion force and park them here. Hopefully we can deal with them quickly and then turn that army around. Okay. I think we're as ready as we're going to be. Let's maybe go ahead and train a couple infantry divisions as well. No more than that, because that pretty much takes out my manpower at this point. There's no way I can hold against Gondor with this number of forces, but I'm hoping that maybe I'll get bailed out by some of my allies. We're going to have to send a few of these divisions over there, I think. Okay. Let's see if that does the trick. If that'll be enough. This is going to be World War. I'm sure of it. But that's what you came to see, right? I mean, we want to be entertaining as possible here, so this isn't necessarily what I would do if I was just playing a game on my own. But for the sake of being entertaining for all of you, the viewers, we're going to do this. Now, taking away that army definitely is hurting my chances along this border here. But I've got to be able to defend against Gondor, who apparently is throwing all their divisions over here. Interesting. Wonder if he's going after Rohan. Alright, so let's see who's at war so far. This is what we're looking at. Isengard, Hunters of the Marshes, Ruin and their 26 divisions, Mordor with their 144, Minas Morgul, and Rohan. Against Lindon, Cardolan, Erebor, Moria, Dale, Gondor, and Angmar. So we are at war with Moria. I kind of expected that. I believe we'll be able to take them out relatively quick. But we'll see. I'm thinking this may be interesting because it's all mountains. Okay, here we go. A lot happening. Greenwood of the Great wants to send 6 divisions. Yes, please. Air power. Air power is a big concern now with what's going on. So we're gonna have to go send some air support. Do I have any? That's all the close air support I have, apparently. There we go. Let's see if that helps. Okay, now my manpower is obviously going to go down quickly. You know what? We may actually be able to advance into Gondor with the relatively light defense that he appears to have on this side. So let's do it. Alright, we're making strides here against Cardolan. That seems to be working. Moria is a bit of a different story. Right now he's winning. He's expanding into my territory. I just don't have the divisions that I need to be able to take him on effectively. Alright, we got some trade to do. There's a lot going to be happening here now that we've basically gone to war with the entire Middle Earth. As soon as I can get these guys trained, I think up to 20%, I can get them into the field. I can rush them up here to help out against Moria. The quicker I can deal with Moria, the quicker I can free these armies to help out elsewhere. I think I'm going to actually have to send help. Alright, there's the 6 divisions from Greenwood the Great. That's going to be helpful too. Man, he is just marching right into my territory without any trouble whatsoever. There's fighter 3s, and we're actually going to modify those with the air experience that I have. Get their reliability up, their range. Okay. Fighter 3 Mark 1. Upgrade our close air support. Man, this is going to be... I didn't think Moria, of all countries, was going to be the one I'd have the issue with. We've crossed the river. That's always a major obstacle in dealing with this stuff. Now, you know what? All of you guys, we need to hit this army right here and start pushing back. Man, so far, not so good against the armies of Moria. And I lost my deployment location. There we go. Alright, we can rush the infantry into the field. I'm actually going to shorten the front line to right here for these guys. Make their offensive line taking back this giant bulge in my line. There we go. We're going to cut them off. Perfect. That's what happens when you advance down a very narrow path like that. You get yourself destroyed. Alright, let's pause for a second. Because there's a lot happening, and I need to kind of get a glimpse of it. Wow, things have taken a turn for the worse along the river here. I just think I'm taking on more than I really should have with this war. But I want to see where things stand. Okay, so we actually outnumber them. We've got 4 million against their 3.5 to slightly less than 4 million. Casualties. Let's see what's happening here. Where's Moria? They're at 68,000. I've suffered about half of that against them, so that's the good news. And our war's actually going 25% in favor of the aggressors. It looks like Rohan is making some strides into Gondor. Mordor is doing the same over here. So Gondor really can't... I mean, they've got a 3-front war they're fighting. So they really can't do a whole lot to me right now. My main issues are over here and especially Moria. If I could just take out Moria, I think I'll be in good shape. They're taking back some of Rivendell's territory. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right there just because we're pushing 25 to 30 minutes in this episode, and I want to try and keep them short on Hearts of Iron to make them a little more watchable for folks so they don't have to sit down and dedicate like an hour of their time at once. So I know I'm right in the middle of a lot of action, but I'm going to stop right there for today, but we'll come back very soon with another episode and try and figure out how to manage this multiple front war that's happening. Once we knock out a couple of the enemies, I think we're going to be fine. I'm going to try to focus as much of my reinforcements as I can on Moria. Just kind of hold the line here against Cardolan, hold the line against Gondor, and then we'll go from there. So we'll get that all straightened out. We'll figure it out, and we'll come back. So I'd love to know your thoughts. Please use the comment section below, and please hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching.